What's up, Wikimaniacs? How's it going today? Happy Hump Day,
Hump
John. Hump Day.
day.
I want to quickly, while we were like prepping behind the scene, I saw this from Dino BS on Twitch. Said, "Good morning from LA. I'm currently teaching a class, but my kids are taking a test, so it doesn't matter."
Fuck them kids. Starting off hot, baby. Wait, LA
Love
like
that.
Louisiana or Los Angeles?
Uh,
Curious.
I feel LA is like commonly LA, like Los Angeles. I've
Mm.
never heard it referred to as the other thing.
Louisiana people are gonna feel disrespected hearing that.
I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's what I think it's mostly used for. But how's it going, chat? YouTube and Twitch. What's going on?
Hello.
We were having issues with the YouTube chat behind the scenes, but it looks like it's working. So heck yeah. Love that. If you're new to the stream, we just do whatever we want, really. Here, it's kind of a loosey goosey. We choose stories and do whatever we want. Stevie says it's freezing outside. That's how it's going. Stevie's in Alberta, so that tracks.
Oh wow, my wife's watching this after she left my ass for 2 weeks now. And yes, baby girl, I am rocking you. I do be missing you.
Oh, you want me to put
Get
you
your
on the
ass
big
back
screen?
home already, girl. Damn. What you doing?
There
I
we
feel
go.
so abandoned. I had to make a freaking video of like puns missing your ass, and you're still not here while you're having the best time of your life without me. I miss you. Please come back.
Man, there's a blizzard in Manitoba right now. I don't love that because usually whatever you guys get, we get slightly after. So I don't love that. But yes, it is Wednesday. We just recorded yesterday actually for the first time during the day because
Nice.
Sean had the day off. So look forward to those episodes next week. Yeah. How's it going, John? How you been?
I'm feeling super, man.
Super. Okay. Do you have your lights up for the holidays?
Hell nah.
You waiting? Do you usually do it, or does Juliet usually initiate?
I think we're not very festive people. That's the
Oh,
problem.
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
We just put our
Most of the time too, like we're probably out somewhere traveling during Christmas time. So like, yeah, there's no point.
fair. I mean, we are too, but Sienna really likes Christmas lights being up, so we have got quite a few decorations upstairs. Still got to get the tree, and then we just put out the like outside lights yesterday. So
Are you gonna cut the tree yourself?
It's been hit and miss over the past few years. The trees we wanted, I think Sienna really likes the blue spruce, and those have been all taken up. so we've had to buy a cut one last year, but we usually try and cut them down ourselves.
Wait, how cold is it over there? Stevie says what? 20 Celsius? Don't at me. I don't know what that means.
I can't do the conversion. Someone in chat will do it for us. But here it's not too bad. It's like 6 degrees here. So I don't know what that would be. 50 maybe?
So it's the same as us then. It's also 50 degrees here.
Oh, then no, it cannot be that. That doesn't make sense.
Someone do the math.
42. 42.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah. Sorry.
All right.
Oh, someone said 33. Maybe my Google was wrong. I could be. I thought 0 degrees was closer to 30 Fahrenheit.
-4? Hell no. My shit's gonna turtle way back inside, bro. Like I ain't got much to spare to begin with.
Yeah, we've been talking behind the scenes about doing a meetup, and I was like, well, if we're doing it in the winter, definitely not Canada, because I also want to leave, and I don't know if you guys would love it coming up in the winter.
Hell no, -4. You got me fucked up, bro. Hell nah.
Yeah, and as most people are saying in chat, that's nothing compared to what, especially Alberta winters can get to. Yeah, -50 Celsius is what it what it can get to. Where it's like if you're outside for 2 seconds, your face freezes off. It's like, why do we live here?
I'm good. I'm good.
Luckily, Ontario, where I am, doesn't get that cold usually. It does get cold, but not nearly that bad. But
okay.
yeah. So, John.
Yes.
Do you want? Oh wait. Follow us on Blue Sky. We're on Blue Sky now. Not
us three, not
us
the
three.
page. Should we make one? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Do you guys have you guys been using Blue Sky? I hadn't been using Twitter for like, well, basically since Elon bought it, but even before that, it was hit and miss. But I switched over to Blue Sky, and I've actually been using it pretty frequently. It does remind me of like 2016 Twitter,
yeah,
which is it's like, oh, this is nice. I don't run into racists here.
It's like what I wish Threads became, but then I wanted to kind of what Twitter looked like. So Blue Sky was like the happy middle in between.
Yeah. Blue Sky is basically Twitter before it became terrible.
Yep.
It's been growing very quickly. I think it's over 20 million users already, which is pretty insane for like an app that came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Maybe we'll hop on it. I don't know.
Maybe.
I have too much social media. I don't want to deal with that shit.
That's fair. Yeah. But yeah, hop on it if you want. It's if you used to like Twitter, definitely check out Blue Sky. My @ is the real Josh Shell with no spaces. So
hey, childish John Bino, you know what it is.
Yeah, exactly. All right, John, let's hop into the first story you got today. Time out. We need to make an announcement, people. Hey, first of all, it's November 20th. You have about approximately, give or take, 10-ish, 10 to 15-ish days before our every merch everywhere all at once sale is going on. Every single design that we've ever had is up in the stores. Please, if you want to buy presents for your loved ones, for yourself, or you just want to support your boys, please head on over to redditonwikishop.com. Sean is not here, but if he was, he will say, get it now or it'll be gone. Yes, he would say that. Also, shout out to Belle, who gifted one Reddit on Wiki membership on the YouTube channel. So one
Belle,
lucky.
Your by the way, Belle, if that's the Belle that I'm thinking of, your cameo is scheduled to be delivered to you pretty soon, my friend. So you can have fun with that. We had fun making it. Oh, happy birthday, Eunice. I hope that's how you pronounce it. In the chat, a goat in the YouTube chats. Happy 27th birthday. That's awesome. It's all downhill from here, Eunice. No. You got 3 more years. Wait till you get to 30, then we'll talk. All the shit we want to you. Yeah, no, I mean, 27 was a great year for me anyway, personally, but I don't know about you guys. Yeah. Oh, and also, I don't know if we want to spoil it yet, but like December time, usually last year, what we did is we had a best of Reddit on Wiki of like, the best stories we've had, whether it's Am I the Asshole or just like the usual Monday episodes. But this year, Josh, are we going to spoil it? Or just give them a little preview? Have we confirmed it with Midscore yet? Midscore seems like she's okay. Then yeah. Go ahead. Give him a tease. Yeah, so Midscore, the goat of all goats, is helping us out, and we're going to do a segment which is going to be called, instead of 12 Days of Christmas, it's going to be 12 Days of Midscore. What she's going to be doing, she's from, I forgot what date it was, Josh. It was December 20th, I think. It was like December 20th up until New Year? Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, 12 days, whatever it works out to be. Whatever that 12 days. Don't at me with numbers because I can't do math. But what we're going to do is we're going to be posting every single day. for the next 12 days during those time. And then we're gonna have a story for you every single day, so that way you have something to listen to. During your holiday season, and of course, our normal episodes are also gonna come out during that time. So you're gonna get a lot of Reddit on Wiki for the next.
Unconfirmed about the full episodes. I actually don't know if we're going to be doing that.
There you go. Unconfirmed with that one.
I think it was just going to be the shorter episodes, but
there you go.
Yeah. Shout out to Belle for signing up for 7 months. They say, thank you, boys, for always being the best part of my day. And Fred gifted 1 Reddit on Wiki membership. So shout out to you. Dino BS asked if we'd be willing to do live captioning on Twitch. Apparently, there's an easy plugin. I will look into that. I got to be honest, Twitch is brand new for me. We used to watch it a little bit during the pandemic, but I've never actually created on it. So this is a whole new platform for me. So I will look into that for you for sure. But yeah, I think with all that out of the way, we're ready to hop into some stories.
All right. Should I start first?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Let's do it. All right. First story of the day. Oh, by the way, Kevin is under me and it's around noon or 11 my time. He will bark. I guarantee it. So if he does, then I'm going to put him in air jail. So you might see him. Just giving you guys heads up. All right. First story of the day. This one is coming from, give me 1 second. Let me pull it up on my screen. This one is coming from Abandoned Traveler. And it is posted on r/relationships. The title is, I am traveling overseas to meet my online boyfriend in a week. He just said he had to cancel.
Don't love that boyfriend's in quotes. Yeah, I'm guessing maybe he's not real. That'd be my guess.
This is giving me a 90-day fiance vibes over here. So
that's exactly what I thought. So.
Just for context as well, OP in this situation, she's 29 female, and the boyfriend is 38 male.
Okay. Wait, you said 29 female?
29 female, and the boyfriend is 38 male.
Oh, okay. I mean, we're fine.
Technically not illegal in the eyes of the Sean rule.
I think it's fine. After you're 25, you are adult enough definitely to make your own decisions. So,
all right. Story goes as this. I made a new account for this post, and I will try to not make this post a ramble fest, and I am freaking out, and I don't know what to do. I met someone online through r/pen pals about 5 months ago. It started off getting to know each other, and it turns out we had a lot in common and we were really compatible. I think it's safe to say we fell for each other. It quickly turned intense, and we shared every single intimate detail about each other. We both were in serious relationships that fell through, but some time had gone by for us. My 7-year relationship ended about 10 months ago, and his 4-year relationship ended 4 months before we met. We text all day, every day, and FaceTime for 2 to 3 hours every night, save for maybe 1 or 2 nights a week. He lives in Ireland. Wish Sean was here for the accent. I live in the US. I found an incredibly priced flight to visit him, and we were both so excited and maybe a bit rash. I booked the flight only after 2 months of knowing him, and he told his family about me, shared photos of his family, and we planned all that I am going to do and see with him. At 5:30 this morning, I received a video message and a long text that his ex-girlfriend was in a serious car accident and that he would have to cancel. I begged him not to, and I am trying to be supportive of what he is going through. So far, at most, I've only gotten that he will try, that he needs to sort this out. I'm freaking out in that 7 days I will be in a country where I don't know anyone. Do I cancel the flight? I've been telling my friends about going on a trip, and I have no idea what to do now. I feel sick. I feel like a fool. I feel like everything he said to me was a lie. What do I do?
I feel, well, a lot of people are saying catfish in chat. I could definitely see that for sure. Like pretty last minute canceling on you like that is pretty catfish red flag vibes for me. I don't know. If I were you, yeah, you bought the plane ticket. you could still make a good trip out of going to Ireland, provided you have the expenses to go around Ireland and enjoy your time. It looks like a beautiful country. I've always wanted to go. But if you are just not feeling it right now, you don't have to go. You can always cancel. And then I would say probably find someone else because I don't know. Me personally, it's just like, well, if you're gonna cancel on me when I'm making this big trip to see you, then you're not worth my time.
Yeah. At first too, I was like, okay, maybe this is a catfish situation. But usually, anytime I hear something about catfishing, and again, watching 90 Day Fiance too much, they usually try to avoid going on FaceTime or having some sort of video communication together. It's
Yeah.
usually through either texting or WhatsApp or other platforms that it's more like texting. But yeah, I do feel sussed out, and I hate to say it, but like it gets pretty dangerous for like a woman to travel alone sometimes, no matter
Yeah.
how
I mean,
obviously safe the country for some countries are. But yeah,
for sure.
I could see why like there's hesitation on her part of like, hey, is this even worth going? But there are some comments on this, and then there's also an update. The chat already kind of spoiled it a little bit here.
Oh, I haven't been
So
reading. My bad.
good. I'm like trying to like look both. I'm just like, fuck, my meds haven't kicked in yet, guys. Calm down. What a deleted comment was included, and they put all of this sounds super suspicious. I'd wager this ex-girlfriend, one, wasn't in a car crash, and two, isn't an ex. I see people saying like
Oh,
they're a married person already.
yeah.
I'd reach out to him and tell him you're really hurt, that he canceled after he knew you had booked travel, that his responses to you have raised some red flags, and that this relationship is no longer working for you. Since you paid for the flight and Ireland is awesome, I'd suggest going and making it a solo adventure. Traveling alone can be very rewarding, and if you decide to go, I hope you have a great time. And of course, I had to find a comment that did have a pun in it. So Infant Chrono put, "This certainly puts the ire in Ireland, though." Which
Oh, I mean, that's a
I
pretty
agree.
good one. That's a pretty good one. You have to know what ire means, and I feel that that really low like ups the quality of that joke. So
Yeah,
I
you need a little
appreciate
bit of
that one.
All right, so there is an update to this story. After my post, I FaceTimed him to say, ooh, that sounded weird, to say my what I wanted to say and end things. He tried to get me to postpone my trip and even tried to give me money to make me less mad at him. I told him whatever he had was over. Sorry. I told him whatever we had was over as I could no longer trust him, which is fair.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
100%.
he cried, which made me feel weird. And I wished him and his ex the best and ended the call. I went on my trip and had a top class time. The
Hell
Reddit
yeah.
community really astounds me sometimes, and I received a lot of private messages of suggestions of things to do and see, and the trip to Ireland became a trip of a lifetime. In Dublin, I did meet up with a very kind Redditor who showed me around the city and came with me to a bunch of museums during my
Yes,
stay.
Dublin is the capital of
Hey,
Ireland.
yo, chill. Hey, Alexa, stop. What the fuck are you doing? Alexa, stop. You piece of shit. What the hell's wrong with this day? It's like
Oh
when Sean's
man.
Siri went off. I'm like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Nah, Alexa can chill, bro. Like, oh
Was she
wait, I
giving you
said the name
tips
again.
on Ireland?
Yeah. Golly.
That's so
Damn, hold
funny.
up. Jesus. I lost where I was at.
Also
In
crazy
Dublin,
of her to meet up with a random Redditor. I could never.
wild.
But I mean, I'm glad it worked out for her.
If someone Eunice said it was Alexa. Damn, you want to be part of this episode too? Shit. I ain't paying you though. In Dublin, I did meet up with a very kind Redditor who showed me around the city and came with me to a bunch of museums during my stay. I saw amazing sights, met a bunch of really cool people through my travels, and met a few really cute Irish boys. Wink, wink. I can't.
Wow.
How do you do that? I can't do it. I learned a lot about myself on my first solo trip abroad. I am pretty self reliant and I did a lot of self reflection. This relationship was my first serious one after my ex and I split up. I think in my desire for closeness with someone, I ignored a lot of red flags and downplayed my self worth. I am now focusing on making real connections with people I meet in real life and have decided to stay away from anything long distance indefinitely. My first night in Belfast, I did message him after I had a what was probably too many beers. And he said he was sorry, but it was what it had to be. It didn't really seem sincere and it extinguished any romantic notions I had. So thank you to everyone who commented and private messaged me. It really made me excited for my trip and it was the best time.
Wow. I mean, I'm glad. This is perfect. Like, that exactly what I would have probably done is just, all right, well, I can no longer trust you. This is over. I'm going to Ireland to have a good time by myself or or with a random redditor. Yeah, I mean, great. I think that's great for her. It's a great learning trip for yourself. It's like eat, pray, love type vibes. So yeah, good for her.
Tabby with Mittens is sussed out just like, but again, this OP randomly met with someone from r/pen pal, so it is not out of the question that she
Not
would meet up with
crazy.
a random redditor.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean it. Some people were. I think Tabby was saying it sounded fake, but I think people would meet up with random. I mean, she was going to meet
Oh.
up with a random guy that she'd never met before anyway. So
From Reddit too.
I think it tracks with based on
Yeah.
what OP who OP is. So
Some people are a lot braver. Me, I could never. That shit would scare the hell out of me, bro.
I would also be worried.
I'm like, I don't know you.
Yeah. But I mean, it worked out, so good for her. Love that.
You're up, buddy.
I wanted to hit Fred's sent $5 and said in response to our Monday episode where we did the father note. Fred said, side note, definitely not the reaction I expected to the dad's note to his unborn child, but enjoyed every bit of it. Quote, my nut, Josh Shell 2024.
That's what I'm saying, Fred. When I read it and I saw your name, I was like, all right, Fred's throwing us an alley-oop for something wholesome. I read it and I was like, man, this is beautifully written. I wish more people wrote like this. All of a sudden, next thing you know, I read 2 seconds in, these motherfuckers. I thought I was the immature one out of the bunch. I never even got the idea.
I will say, I have two things to say to that. We were having, that was our right after election night.
That was.
So we were down the whole day, and that was definitely a laugh I think all of us needed. So I apologize if you did not enjoy us laughing at it, but
I apologize for nothing. Actually, for nothing. How about that?
Oh, there you go. But yeah, I think it was just a funny moment. One of those moments where you just start laughing and can't stop, and then it was just a good bit. So
yo, we need to be honest, that we were prior to recording that episode, actually the 2 episodes we recorded that day, we were like, this is gonna be bad, right? We're gonna have the worst time recording this, and we fucked up. We were originally supposed to be recording that Monday before. Like, I just got back from vacation then, so I was like, hey guys, I'm ready. However, there was like a tornado warning at my house during that time. My fucking electricity went out, so I'm like, shit. So yeah, it would have been much better energy the day prior, but we had no choice. I'm like, we gotta do that.
yeah, exactly. So for anyone who wanted us to take that letter seriously, I apologize, but I thought it was it was a laugh we all needed. So I hope everyone else enjoyed it as well.
I'm never sorry.
All right. Let's also do a relationship one, John.
Let's do it.
Coming from Best of Redditor updates, because that's my classic for these live streams. This one was originally posted by Throwaway 348292, and trigger warning for obsessive behavior / infidelity. So, title is, my 29 male cousin, 34 male, is acting increasingly inappropriate with my wife and mother of my 2 kids, 28 female, who used to strip, and he sent her a love letter.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Well, you processed that title. Shout out to Tabby for gifting 20 Reddit memberships. I hope everyone...
my God.
Hope everyone in chat is enjoying those memberships. You can go back and look at the bonus stuff we've done.
Which is a lot.
It is a lot, yeah. All right. So the original post was September 18th, 2014, John. So
what was I doing in 2014? I was probably what? Yeah, I was probably passed out on the field somewhere.
I was in college. We were in wildly different spots.
Wait, 2014. I was in Air Force already.
Okay.
Yeah, still passed out. I still passed out somewhere.
All right. Well, let's hop into it. 8 years ago, my cousin Joe was getting married. He invited me to his bachelor party. It was me and a bunch of his weirdo friends that I was uncomfortable around. I spent the whole night nursing a beer, waiting for it to end. Towards the end of the night, his best friend, I meant to say man, and friend, best friend.
You have been hanging out with Texans too much now, best friend.
Sean's accent is not even that strong. Fuck.
None of us have Texan accents.
No. His best man, whose name I can't remember, had 2 strippers come. I hated the idea, so I continued to nurse the beer while the girls entertained them. Fuck, I'm getting roasted in chat. A week later, while I was at the gym, a pretty girl I couldn't quite place comes up to me and started making small talk. I ask how I know her, and she says she was the entertainment at the party I was at. I was surprised by how different she looked compared to the night. Long story short, I ended up asking her out. Her fake name is going to be Audrey. It turned out Audrey had been only stripping for a few months, and she ended up quitting a few weeks after we started dating. I was clearly uncomfortable with it, and she really didn't like it. She's never been ashamed about it, but we haven't told anyone in our family about it, and Joe kept his mouth shut because I asked him to. She's still friends with some girls who still strip, and I think that some of my friends put 2 and 2 together, but haven't been rude or anything, just made their usual I'm jealous jokes. Anyway, we now have 2 great kids, a son 5 and a daughter 3, and we're thinking about having 1 or 2 more. Joe's always been super quiet around Audrey, probably because how have they met, until recently after his divorce. Who could have seen that coming? He started complimenting my wife's physical appearance like every time he sees her. I've told him to lay off, but he hasn't so far. One incident in particular where he said something about kids not ruining her figure really pissed me off, and I bowed up on him, which I don't know quite that means, but and he apologized saying he was drunk. I calmed down and I realized I wasn't going to beat his ass in front of my whole extended family and my kids. I told him done it. Yeah. I told him not to talk to my wife again. Yeah, this guy is fucking gross. Losing track of the story. Summary: cousin is grossly hitting on OP's wife now, I think, because she used to strip.
I'm with you, Tabby Wood Mittens. I'm like, my eyes are all over too. I'm like, chat, but pay attention to the story. I get you. I know what you're talking about.
This has really come to a head where he sent my wife a love letter asking her to leave me and start a life with him. She sent a reply email just saying, no, thank you. What do I do here?
Beat his ass.
I love my family. I love my extended family, and I want her to be comfortable around them, and she can't be with Joe there. Audrey doesn't want to tell my family he's making her uncomfortable because she's afraid Joe will let out the fact that she used to be a stripper. I told her I'd be okay with it, but she's pretty adamant on not wanting them to know. Another thing, Joe hasn't done anything that would require legal action. He's been acting like a teenager with a crush, and my wife admitted that she doesn't feel like she's in any kind of danger. However, I told her that she needs to watch him carefully, but I don't know if there's much we can do on this front. My wife has just been terrified he's going to tell the family. I've been there for her the best I can, but she's afraid one day our kids would find out if the whole family learns. I would love some advice on this horrible situation.
I already said it. Beat his ass in front of everybody. As a matter of fact, live stream that shit for all I care.
There you go.
What's his name again? Joe?
I mean, yeah, that's his name.
Sure. Joe's an idiot, first of all, and Audrey has all the reasons in the world to feel uncomfortable and scared as well. Because at this point, it sounds like an obsession at this point, you know, and that's a scary thing. Like most of the time, this is me listening to way too much damn true crime podcast, but a lot of times when obsessions happen, that's when crime of passions happen. And
100%.
it seems like this, you know, Joe has been lusting for her for quite some time. And it's also very manipulative in a way for me too, because he holds a power over her because he has information that he doesn't. It's, in a way, it's some sort of like a blackmail at this point.
Yes. Yeah.
And it is so disgusting that one, he is, and this is one of the 10 no-nos, right? Like, don't lust for your like neighbor or like, you know, anyone else like that's taken already. She's in a happy relationship. She has a, you know, a stable like life, stable partner, stable home, kids, and all that. You know, did she have to do what she had to do back then to survive? Sure. A lot of people have probably done something that, you know, society doesn't typically accept, but you had to make do what you had and the opportunities you had back then. If I were in OP's shoes and also like Audrey's shoes, I would just have a sit down with my family, and the truth is going to have to come out eventually, and maybe not, and take that power away from Joe, saying like, hey, you no longer have like a power over me. That information that I don't want to divulge in front of people. Have them sit down. If those family like really don't fuck with her, then that's also an indication saying, all right, well, if you're not accepting of my wife, who I love, who is the mother of, you know, my 2 children, like maybe you shouldn't be part of our lives either. So I would just rip it out. But I could understand why it's a complicated thing to do because, you know, it's something that she doesn't want found out. But then again, you keep that Joe's going to have power over them for a long time if that information is still up in the air.
100%. Emily in chat said Sean selling bunion picks is something he had to do to survive. He does
and
that
why
for fun.
Why isn't he with us right now doing this live stream?
That's a choice he made.
You don't like us.
I'm not going to speculate because I know the update. I actually read some of these, so I know the stories. But there are some. There's a relevant comment here just to clarify from Monteron 87 TD said, do you think your family would be terribly upset if they find out your wife used to do some stripping to pay her way through college? I'd say pull a David Letterman and beat your cousin to the punch. You'd have to just convince your wife of that. Maybe start with 1 or 2 of your you definitely trust and go from there. To which OP responds, my family is really religious. They've always been the hate the sin, love the sinner kind of people. So I feel they'd be kind. They're pretty accepting. I've talked to my wife about letting people know, and she's dead set against it. So that was, you know, September 18th. This is 2 days later on September 20th with an update. Yesterday, my wife and I decided to show my parents Joe's love letter, and we learned a lot of things. 1, Joe has apparently seduced another one of our cousin's wives, as well as his uncle's wife.
What the fuck? Joe, are you Joe?
Joe's uncle is only 5 years older than him, in brackets. Both times he sent a love letter, and both times he ignored them afterwards. I don't know why, but both of those couples are still together. All of them are religious, so maybe it has something to do with not wanting to get divorced. So he has literally slept with one of his cousin's wives and his uncle's wife. Crazy. 2,
beat him to the punch and beat him with a punch. Damn it. What the hell, Joe?
I don't know why the family still fucks with him. That's crazy. 2,
my God.
The reason Joe got a divorce was because he would not stop cheating on his wife. I mean, I think that goes without saying. Number 3, Joe came to his parents and the older family members, who I will refer to as the old guard, sarcastically, and asked for help after being caught with the cousin's wife, saying he was sorry and that he had a problem. They decided to forgive him, but also put rules in place. I wonder what those rules were.
Better be fucking 12 rounds in a ring.
with prime Mike Tyson.
Absolutely, please.
Number 4, my parents knew about Audrey. Joe had told his mom, who told my mom, and my mom told my dad. So he's already let it slip. Audrey started crying, but my parents gave her a hug and told her that they didn't care. It was great, and after some tears, we went back to our house. A babysitter was watching the kids. My parents told me that the old guard was going to talk to Joe. Apparently, Joe told everyone there about Audrey by trying to say that her being around set him back. Everyone didn't know everyone didn't know. He claimed that she made the first move. He also said that he slept with her on Tuesday while I was at work. This is completely false because I started working from home a month ago. I was at home all day with my wife. And just to clarify, there's no way she'd been having an affair with him. I think the longest we've been apart this month has been an hour when she gets groceries. And he claimed Tuesday was the first time. So he's just blatantly lying to the family to get out of this.
And oh my God. And someone in the comments said it already. That's too far down. But I cannot stand when people like blame, oh, she was good looking. It's her fault that I'm acting this way.
Yeah.
Bitch, take a look at yourself in the mirror, you idiot. And if there's anyone to blame in this situation, it's your damn fault. Where did this punch come from? You caught Nigel. I'll fucking deck in the face if you did that to me.
The fallout has been horrible. Apparently, I was already the black sheep because my family doesn't go to church, which is it's insane that you're the black sheep when the cousin's been fucking people in your family. But I digress. We've received various messages denouncing us. The worst being from the parents of Lisa. Lisa is like a sister.
This is sorry. This is the old guard, like saying, disowning OP.
Yeah, basically denouncing him and his family.
But not Joe.
Yep. Lisa is like a sister to me. Her parents moved in with mine and we live together. Lisa turned 17 recently and her parents aren't allowing her to be in our house anymore. My wife is crushed. I've been holding her as much as I can and I know our kids are making her feel better, but she told me that her worst nightmare just came true. She still thinks going to my parents was the right idea though. My parents are still supporting us. The younger group who aren't living with their parents won't cut us out. I pretty much written off the rest of the family. I'll try to have my parents explain that she had nothing to do with Joe, but if they don't listen, they don't listen. Lisa also doesn't believe it, but besides a text saying that she doesn't want to stop being around us, we haven't heard from her. And that is the update.
I need a burp.
Okay.
Oh my! There was a lot of story to ingest, so I was like,
yeah, it was a lot of drama. It's insane to me that people side with the guy who cheated on his wife multiple times and literally almost broke up marriages in his own family. It's like,
thank you.
How the fuck are you siding with that guy? Like, that's the guy that's on the wrong side of things. He should be the black sheep in this family. We should not be talking to this motherfucker. He's shown a track record of lying very, very obviously, and then everyone just fucking believes him outright. Like, what the fuck? I think it's I'm glad you told your parents so that they at least knew the truth. And
I'm glad your parents are accepting.
Yes,
too.
yes, exactly. And the younger family members, I feel, will be on your side, especially the people that I imagine he cheated on or he slept with their partner. I would hope they would be on your side. Because, this is insane. You're much better off. First person energy says shear him off from the family.
Absolutely.
Black sheep. Get it?
Yep, I get it. I get it.
Any final thoughts on that one?
No, we're kind of saying a lot of things already. I was kind of hoping for an update how the parents took it. At first, I was scared. Right when you said, "Oh, they're typically religious people," and this is my trauma experiencing that because I've had members of my family who are pretty religious that I don't fuck with, and I actually cut them out of my life because of it. Um, but yeah, it's great to see that even though the parents kind of knew already, they're just like, well, we don't care. My son's happy. Audrey's happy. She seems like she's a great person. She seems like a great mother. And yeah, I wish we were more accepting of people. That's at the end of the day, I think we've said it so many times in like different episodes already. People have to do what they have to do to survive a lot of times. And if you judge a person based on like, what they do instead of judging their full character based on like everything they've done cumulatively in their life, like we're just gonna be, we're not gonna move on as a society. Like
Yeah.
especially like these fucking old guards, like with their damn rules. What pisses me off about them is like they're so hypocritical about the rules and the morals that they enforce. It's like, okay, this person doesn't go to church, yet the church tells you like, hey, be good to your neighbors, be good to your family, respect your elders, whatever, all that shit, right? But yet you accept a guy who fucked your cousin's wife. What are you doing, man? Like, come on now.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's insane that they look down upon Audrey for stripping because it's like, it's just a job. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day.
Because she's a sinner. Bitch, you're supporting one. What are you doing?
also, presume like Joe used the stripping service. Why are we not looking down on Joe if everything being equal? Like their morals just don't make sense to me. And it's crazy. So, yeah. I hope OP and Audrey move past this, knowing that they did the right thing. I hope the parents continue to support them and their family, because yeah. And I wish the worst for Joe. I hope lightning strikes him twice.
You know what I wish for this guy. You know the vibes. Wait, comments are going crazy. Whose birthday is it? I missed it.
Fincher. I missed it too.
Fincher. Happy birthday, Fincher.
Yeah. Happy birthday. Yeah. You want to do another story there, John?
Let's do it. About to steal for the white man today, because, it is what it is. All right. Story number 2. This one is from Am I the Asshole?
Dun, dun, dun.
Sue me, fucker.
I won't.
Yeah, because then it'll just come out of our paycheck.
I do feel short right now, though. You're like standing. I gotta.
That's why I stand, so I can like move around my legs and shit. All right. So am I the asshole for refusing to give up my vacation days so my coworker can go on her honeymoon?
No. Also, yeah, I feel this should be a management decision, not yours, right? Like if you're scheduling time off and another coworker's trying to schedule time off, that's a manager problem, not yours.
Okay. All right, chats. Let's hear your predictions over here, since our boy's not around to be able to do it for us. So, all right, ready for the story, Josh?
Let's do it.
Let's hop into it. I'm trying to copy you.
What the fuck?
I know. Sorry. I work at a small company where vacation time is pretty limited, and we have to request in months for advance. Oh, sorry. And we have to request it months in advance.
Already not the asshole. That's shitty.
I know, right? I put in my request almost a year ago to take a 2-week vacation during the holidays. My plan was to visit family who live out of the country, something I only get to do once every few years. Recently, a coworker of mine who's getting married came up to me and asked if I'd be willing to give up my vacation days so she could go on her honeymoon.
I mean, I feel bad for her too, right at this moment. I don't know where this is going to go, because it's like the company should have enough manpower to support days off for anyone who requests it.
Hey, I always say PTO is not a request. It's an acronym for prepare the others, because it ain't going to be me being there. She apparently didn't realize how quickly the days would fill up and waited too long to request her time off. Now, the only way she can go is if someone cancels, and since I have one of the longest vacation blocks, she came to me first. I told her I was really sorry, but I can't give up my time. This trip means a lot to me, and it's the only time I can see my family this year. She wasn't happy and told me I was being selfish for not accommodating her once in a lifetime event. Now, a few other coworkers first of all, honeymoon, you can do honeymoon whenever you want.
Yeah, you can do that whenever.
Yeah. Now, a few other coworkers are chiming in, suggesting I could be more flexible since I don't have special circumstances like a wedding.
All right,
I feel
time
bad.
out.
I feel bad, but I also planned this trip far in advance, and it's important to me. So, am I the asshole for not giving up my vacation so she can go on her honeymoon?
No, very obviously not. This is like you planned so far ahead for this trip. It's something you only get to do once in a while to see your family. No, I mean, at, like I don't love how she started blaming you because it's not your fault. It's your company not allowing you to have more time off. So it's misguided anger. And yeah, you could take the honeymoon whenever. Also, I'd imagine if you are planning the wedding, you kind of know when you want the honeymoon to be. You should plan further ahead too as well. So yeah, I'm definitely not the asshole. I feel bad for the other person, but also she shouldn't be blaming you for that.
Hey, I always say your unpreparedness is not my damn concern.
Correct.
And Clearheaded01 commented, not the asshole. Apparently, her own honeymoon was not important enough to secure time off for it. And then they also commented below. Now, a few other coworkers are chiming in, suggesting I could be more flexible since I don't have special circumstances like a wedding. That was part of the story. So then they put, let them give up their vacation then.
Yes, exactly. What they said over the holidays, right? Something like that. So I imagine all of the other coworkers also have taken some time off. Why not? Why not them give up their time off? Yeah, I don't know. It's capitalism sucks, as we've said many times on this show.
Yeah, we were talking about it too. Like I guess during one of the episodes, Sean is just doing his honeymoon now. It took Juliet and I think 4 years after we got married since after we did our honeymoon. So
yeah,
you can kind of do it whenever.
Yeah, we did like a brief I think they call them mini moons where we went to Salem. Because eventually we want to do another trip to Europe for our legitimate honeymoon. So yeah, you can literally delay it until it's convenient for you. And if you have planned that, plan it further ahead.
Yeah, call time off months in advance like how OP did it.
Yes, exactly. All right, John. I'll do a coworker one, or coworker one as well.
Damn, are we like vibing on the stories we picked today, or
We're
what?
on the same wavelength today, buddy.
Is this Wednesdays today? Like, what is going on? Don't let Sean hear that. Don't let Sean hear that.
Yeah, we could do that with literally any day. I've just realized that. Yeah,
it is true. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this one originally comes from r/legal advice. So we are,
we're highly
qualified lawyers here.
We got our JD. You know what I'm talking about?
This
Not
one,
the couch fucker type, by the way.
Jesus. This one comes from user Herbie Castle. It's also a best of Redditor update. And the title is, I left some volatile gummy bears on the desk. Now my coworker wants to sue me.
Volatile, like it's been, soaked in vodka? Is it those type of gummies that'll make you see some shit? What's going on?
We're going to see. Oh, shout out to Jen for the $10. They say, I love this show so much and makes my job, getting my job done a lot easier. Been here from, I believe, episode 2. Oof. Here's my very first dono on YouTube. Keep up the amazing job, boys. Holy, that's
Jen,
crazy.
do you know if I can remember, episode 2 was the smut episode. Kayfabe.
Yeah. That
when Randy Orton and John Cena was eating cookies and you were able to listen to that?
Fun fact, that was the only episode we've ever got a warning from YouTube. Our second episode ever. Crazy.
Oh, and that was actually the episode where the term Wikimaniac was coined. Fun fact.
You're right, actually. Yeah. Wow. All right, so on to these volatile gummies. A lot of people are guessing weed gummies.
Maybe. Hey, them should be hidden.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
This is in Michigan. I am originally from Germany and very unsure of how the law works in the United States, so bear with me.
I like it.
Last year, I received a job offer to work as an assistant professor in German language department at a university in Michigan. I recently finished my PhD and was really excited to fill a research position and possibly postdoctorate position in the specific field I applied to. Most of the time, I give classes in German literature, but additionally, the university would like me to help students with writer's block, so I joined an interdisciplinary workshop. That's a tough word to say.
It's a mouthful.
There are at least 4 people connected to this workshop, and we get along fine most of the time. Sadly, there is one elderly woman there who made me out as a rival day one.
Damn, she got an op, bro. OPP.
She's like, I remember what Germany did. I was there.
Damn. Holy shit.
I do not know what provoked her, but there's something about me that makes her mad. Cue the incident I had an appointment with a student. I gave him some tips and instructions and left my bowl of gummy bears on the desk. Mind you, these gummy bears are sugar-free and volatile. If you eat more than a handful, you are in serious fart troubles and you will occupy the toilet bowl for the rest of your day.
Wait, so is it like a laxative?
Well, I feel they're just, maybe they could be, but I feel they're sugar-free and maybe that's like whatever's in it just gives you, indigestion or whatever it happens, or not indigestion, like that's upset stomachs.
Okay.
Potentially.
Right. Never heard of a volatile gummy bear before, so that's new to me.
Yeah. But my coworker ate the whole bowl. First, she excused herself from any commitments, and then she called in sick. The next day, she confronted me and blamed me for the whole ordeal, that I deliberately placed those gummy bears, and it was all a ploy to humiliate her.
Ain't nobody told you to eat the whole goddamn bowl, lady.
It's all on you. According to her, she already informed HR and her lawyer, and that I will be kicked out of the country in no time. The only thing I can blame myself on is me and my colleagues giggled at her Powell distress signal. And then they have a picture of the culprits. It just looks like gummy bears. Do you want me to share? I guess I can.
Sure.
I don't know how I'm going to do this, but...
You don't have to. If it looks like just a gummy bear, I can imagine a gummy bear.
Here, I'll look into it, but give your thoughts on the matter while I try and figure out how to share.
I mean, it seemed like a communal bowl that everyone can eat. And usually when it's something that's shareable within like everybody. Okay, so
little gummy bears.
Bear and Garten. I like that.
I imagine they're from Germany.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not an expert with that, but yeah, I mean, if it's a communal thing, like especially at work, you tend to share with people. When I used to work in a corporate setting, and we had like those little perks and stuff, we'd always have like bowls of like M&Ms and like different types of candy throughout the office. Yes, it does get filled all the time, but you never see anybody just take the whole thing. Like they take like maybe a handful at most. And then if you really want some, you come back for it. But to eat it all in one sitting, that is freaking insane.
Yeah. So there are some comments here. So OP replied to 2 deleted comments, so those aren't here. They say she claims that I left the bowl open and was baiting her to eat the poison, which was her words.
Bro, get self-control.
I told her that it was just sugar-free gummy bears and that she has a weak tummy if she's violently sick after maybe, I don't know, eating 70 grams of the stuff. Probably a major mistake on my part. I should have just shut up. No, I don't think you're you're in the wrong for saying that. I think that's the truth.
That's on them.
Yeah. Grasshopper says, LOL, this is a great story. You don't have anything to worry about. You're allowed to have sugar-free gummy bears, and it's not your fault she devoured the entire bowl full. Besides, she's not going to win a lawsuit because she had to shit a lot. As someone who accidentally consumed too many sugar-free candies once, I feel her pain, but she has no case. Which was exactly what I thought as well. Like, it's... You have... There's no, like, recourse that could happen here, I don't think. I'm not from... Where is it? Michigan? but I imagine there's no legal implications, as Bridget said.
Yeah. Yeah. Her shitting her shitting her life out. That's her cross to bear.
Yes. August 23rd, 6 days later. So we are still in Michigan. I had, I guess, a fruitful conversation with HR yesterday. My coworker and I had separate interviews yesterday. No blaming, just telling what happened and how our workplace could be improved on the future. I made a quick call. I made it quick. Her side of the story looks like this. OP deliberately placed sweets laced with laxatives in the commonly shared office space to make me and other people sick. My side. I forgot my bowl of gummy bears, which I gladly and generously shared with everybody in my department, not assuming that anybody would eat the whole bowl of sugar-free gummy bears. That would be an argumento ad common senso, I assume in legal terms.
Sound like a damn spell, bro. I started levitating.
Yeah. Then she started shitting herself.
Oh, gosh.
I even brought an original German gummy bear packet with me to prove that I didn't mean any harm. True story, though, my parents had been and were and have been shat in the last... Wait, what? I don't know if that made sense. Hard to believe, but we talked during lunch yesterday and made up. She is a nice lady, in fact, but had issues with food allergies in the past. And I would love to just close the story with, we reconciled and everything was fine, but there was another oh my goodness, some of these are... I think they ended up fighting again, I guess. But anyway, I don't know if that's relevant to the story. Yeah, she doesn't sound like a nice lady, I'll be honest.
No, I was going to say, I'm like, you are too nice to your OPP here, buddy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
She literally wanted to kick you out of the country. I don't think that's a nice person. So, yeah.
Now, petty revenge, right? Maybe you should actually put out a bowl of laxatives now, and then she'll eat it. Then it'll be a double jeopardy. It's like, I was already blamed for this. It wasn't me. That was her eating the whole thing.
Then they might have a legal case.
Double jeopardy, guys. All right. I really like that movie, by the way.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Xandra says she had issues with food allergies in the past. Why are you eating crap you don't know the contents of? Yeah, exactly. What are you doing? Just don't eat random shit. It's pretty straightforward, especially if you have food issues.
You can. Just don't eat like a whole bowl of it by yourself.
True. All right, John.
I'm up.
You're up.
All right. Story number 3. This one is from r/true off my chest, and OP's name is relevant to the story, by the way. This one is posted by the motherfucking BF.
Is he the boyfriend?
I slept with my girlfriend's mom 2 years ago. I can't tell her because I know she'll dump me and I'll probably end her parents' marriage.
Okay, yeah, you're a piece of shit, but 10 out of 10 on the username.
Motherfucker, indeed.
Holy fuck.
So, let me first just say I'm not the one in the wrong for this, but I have to say it somewhere. It's eating me alive.
Depends on how old you are. I will say.
All right, here we go. Prepare to push some sort of a button, Josh. 2 years ago, when I was 19, I met this woman while I was working as a personal trainer.
Illegal!
You got to push that again, brother.
Yeah,
she was in her 40s.
Illegal!
And looked like a 25-year-old. Still illegal.
Yes.
She took an interest in me and invited me out a number of times, and we had sex a few times.
Okay. Yeah. This is not your fault.
After one of our meetups, she said it was wrong for someone of her age to be with me because I was too young and changed gyms. My girlfriend and I have been together for just under a year. She's amazing, and I love her so much. 2 months ago, I met her family for the first time, and it was a shock.
What the fuck are the
Like,
odds?
mm, like she took me to the house where I had hooked up with a woman, and I felt like I was being pranked. Before I see her mom, it hits me. I have a type, and they both fit that type, so it makes sense. And I've been hooking up with a single mom, and I'm now with her daughter. Then her mom and dad pop out, and we both almost shit ourselves. I meet her parents. They've been married for 20 years. And I realized I had been a married woman's boy toy.
They've been
I've
married longer than you've been alive.
alive.
Oh,
Yes,
fuck.
brother. Yes.
Uh,
I feel incredibly ashamed. And later that week, her mom finds my number and tells me that I can never speak of what happened. She says that my girlfriend will hate me forever because I'll be the one who broke up her parents. So now I'm stuck keeping this secret. She invited me to spend Thanksgiving and with her family, and since my family is 1,000 miles away, and I already told her I don't plan on going home, I don't really have an excuse to not go. So now I'm going to have to sit there at a table and enjoy Thanksgiving dinner with the woman I had an affair with, her husband, and her daughter, whom I am now in love with. I'm fucked.
brother, you've got to tell her. Just break it off.
Yeah.
It's not fair to her. It's not fair to. I mean, none of this is fair to you either. But if you don't tell her, don't tell the dad, you are just as culpable. So
Yep.
not just as culpable, but you are definitely more of an asshole if you don't, because it's not fair to them to not know. Yeah, it's just gonna get much worse if you just don't say anything. So
Yeah. I agree with Eunice in the comments. The dad does have to know.
yes, 100%. That's why I mean, yeah, you don't have to tell your girlfriend maybe, but yeah, definitely tell your dad. I would personally tell her as well, just so that you know she's not. I don't know. I just feel like it'd be nice for her, like, to tell her as well, so that if they do break up because of this, she's not like, oh, I'm siding with my mom, because I mean that would be tough. So yeah, I would just be as honest as possible and just be like, it sucks, but this relationship's just not going to work at the end of the day anyway. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
at no point will you feel comfortable in this relationship.
Yeah, and
So
what the hell is a 40-year-old woman fucking trying to mess with a 19-year-old? That is
a
disgusting.
40-year-old married woman for 20
Married
years.
woman, for crying out loud. Not only is she a trifling person, but someone in the comments said it. I think low-key predator, bro.
Honestly, yeah.
I wish there was an update. If there is, please, Wikimaniacs, please send it over to me. But I tried to click on this person's account. Unfortunately, their account is suspended, so couldn't find any additional info on it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I hope they did the right thing at the end of the day.
Midscore, great question. Who else has she cheated with? And I gotta
Yes.
say, I agree with that as well.
It's probably many other people. By the sounds of it, younger men, which is concerning. Amy sends $2 and says, for Chloe and Kevin's treat fund. So now you have to get them treats, John.
Should I put him up right now? He's kind of asleep.
He's asleep. Just leave him be.
He's asleep. I'll leave him be. Maybe when he says bye, because he has been taking a nap for a while.
Yeah, that's fair. Adelaide, Aaliyah. I apologize. Aaliyah creates, says, or send an anonymous letter to the husband about the cheating wife. I think that's also maybe not a bad idea.
Mhm.
I just wonder if he would take it seriously or not. You never know. Yeah, it don't get me wrong, this is a tough spot for you to be in as well. And yeah, if you don't want to be directly confronted with all of this, then yeah, an anonymous letter could go a long way as well.
Yeah, save the dad from this relationship. He probably has no idea what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, he's pretty innocent in this. So, all right, moving on to the next one. This one doesn't match at all, John. I apologize. This one is originally posted by a phone MC that was originally posted on r/game dev.
Ooh, that's a new
Yeah.
one. Never heard of that one before.
Neither had I. Fun fact: I tried game development for a month, like as a
Did
course.
you? Okay.
Did not.
I'm guessing you didn't like it.
Yeah, it was just not. I wasn't feeling it in the moment. So, yeah. Title is just overheard my son and his friends start their own game development studio. It's been an hour and they're already in a lawsuit crisis meeting.
Damn, how you fuck something up in an hour?
I mean, that's impressive.
This is some damn, what's that one show? Silicon Valley type of shit. Bro.
Yes. I mean, I wish TJ Miller wasn't on that show. And what's his face? The main guy. He's also a piece of shit, apparently. But anyway, great show before all that.
Wait, Guilfoyle?
No, not Guilfoyle. The main guy.
Oh,
I forget his name.
I know what you're talking about.
Fuck.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Anyways, yeah.
So this goes as this. I'm sitting here in my home office, unintentionally eavesdropping on what might be the most intense startup drama I've ever witnessed. About an hour ago, my 10-year-old and his friends decided to start their own game development company. Thomas Middleditch, that's who it is. Thank you. Fuck, that was bothering me. They even assigned roles: CEO, CTO, lead designer, the works.
Damn, for 10-year-olds?
They were all set to create the next Fortnite/Minecraft/Roblox. It is giving "let's start a band" kind of vibes. Within 30 minutes, they'd split into two competing companies. I just overheard someone say, "Well, if they use the music I compose, I'll sue." Now they're in a full-blown crisis meeting, and I've heard the words intellectual property, breach of contract, and cease and desist. They get it. So like I said, that is the original post. There's a couple updates here. But Wiztard says they seem more mature than most business leaders. And I agree with that.
Could never be me as a 10-year-old, bro. I was fucking stealing Yu-Gi-Oh cards at some store.
So there's an update on the same post about an hour later. They quickly resolved their differences. My wife is acting as the arbitrator. I think both companies are dissolved, and now they're just playing Fortnite whilst trying to harmonize NSYNC's Bye 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 over FaceTime. Just like real life. And then they say, update 2, same post 2 hours later. Thanks to all the commentators, you've humored me. The original dispute apparently was over money. One party wanted a free-to-play, and the other wanted a very reasonable £5 a year subscription model. There was also talk of a 1-year ban for misbehaving in game. I really wasn't trying to overhear them. Shout out to the few debtors. I wish this was imaginative. Kids do the funniest things. So.
Damn, which side are you on? Are you the free-to-play side or the subscription one?
I'm torn because free-to-play is usually like, oh, you're free to play, and then this level becomes impossible. And then you have to pay more money than you would just pay outright for a game. Yeah. So I think I'm more leaning on I'm down to pay for a game and just have the contents of the game. You know what I mean?
That's me too. That's me too. Oh gosh. Well, this is not a plug or anything, but man, I've been so excited ever since I got a Steam Deck. Like I've been just getting a bunch of games. You know what I'm talking about? Like playing old games. And it makes me sad how back then, like all the games were so complete, no DLC needed, no pay to win type of shit. And it's just a complete game. Yeah. Now, and then this stupid ass company, EA, I was trying to get my car washed, and I can't even download the damn game unless I'm connected online. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what are you doing? So I just played one of the old like PlayStation 2 games. I'm like, this shit's still running perfectly. What is going on?
Yeah, exactly. That's I hate that you have to always be online now, but it is just the nature of the gaming world right now.
Mhm.
It's funny you said fuck EA because I've been playing so much of the new Dragon Age game, which I know is a very controversial game. People either love it or hate it. I personally have been loving it so far. Is it the best game ever? No, but it's scratching an itch that I haven't I have. So I've been playing that one for quite a bit. And I recommend it, but I get it's not for everyone.
Yes, and Adelia, I do love my Steam Deck. Emulation is really easy. I've been playing Dark Cloud and Ico and Shadow of Colossus from PS2. Such beautiful games. Such beautiful games.
And Dino BS asked, why is it controversial? And it is mostly because of homophobia or transphobia, because you can choose to be they, them, he, her, whatever. Like you could choose to be whatever you want, and people are freaking out. There is a trans character as a main companion. People just hate having fun.
That matters because
yeah, exactly. I honestly, it's fun for me. I don't give a shit about that stuff. I will say the writing could be better. There are some storylines where I'm like, oh, this could be for sure better. But again, I think it's like a solid 7 out of 10 game where it's like, this is fun. It's a fun game to play. Anyway, Amy sends $5 and says, golden rule, do the right thing and run from drama so you don't become a red it flag story time. LOL. We are also pro corgi butt shakes.
Oh, Josh has been doing those red it jokes like the past couple episodes, and even I was like, shut the
They haven't
fuck
heard
up.
it yet.
I know, that's a preview. You see our face. We're like,
there's one on Friday.
Please stop.
The game's called Dragon Age Veilguard, for anyone who missed the conversation. But yeah.
I need to play that next.
Solid game.
I really enjoyed Inquisition when it came out. I actually played it a couple times still, so yeah.
The main thing I like about it is it's a full complete game. Like, yeah,
I saw like the preview. I'm like, damn, looks completely different. Yeah.
You buy it, you get a full game. It's awesome. Revolutionary.
Awesome. Ooh.
All right. You're up, John. Let's make this I only have one more, so if you've got a few more, we can do a couple more, but
yeah.
You want to do 2 more? I'll do 1 more.
Sure. We can do that.
Or we can do them all if you want to do all yours. I know you prepped better than I did.
Let's leave it up to Wiki Maniacs. Do y'all want more stories? Because I got 3 more technically.
They're gonna say yes. So. Okay, do one and then
we'll feel it.
I'll do one and we'll see how we're feeling.
6. All right. This is gonna be the first one doing this on live, but guys, we are gonna be doing a does this guy fuck?
Yes. Oh, I mean, no. I saying yes because I'm excited, but no, because no, they don't probably.
All right, this is from r/unpopular opinion.
It's not always a yes on this one. This one's usually, is this poster okay? So this is confusing.
Well, you'll see why. All right, the title of this story is Why I Believe Orgasms Shouldn't Matter to Men.
Oh. Interesting. Okay. I think I like where this one's going so far.
All right. Goes as this. As we know, most women cannot orgasm.
Oh, never mind. I thought he was saying like I don't know what I thought he was saying. I thought it was going to be a positive one. Fuck me.
As we know, most women cannot orgasm through normal PIV sex. This shows that it doesn't really matter and shouldn't really matter from an evolutionary or reproductive standpoint. Ben Shapiro, is this you?
Oh my God. Midscore's right. This is Reddit. What was I thinking?
Allow me to explain further. When it comes to men, they spell their THEIR, by the way.
Yeah, these people can't spell. I get it.
there is an evolutionary importance to us having an orgasm. Under most normal circumstances, when a healthy man orgasms, he ejaculates and releases semen, which of course has a reproductive purpose, and that's the reason why orgasm is so easy for us men through penetrative sex. And it's because it's practically necessary for us to orgasm inside of a woman. This is all one sentence, people. Inside of a woman, in order for us to release semen inside of a woman. This is not the case for women. A woman does not need to orgasm in order to accept a man's penis, nor to accept a man's semen/sperm. Think about it. Having an orgasm for women has the same reproductive importance than it did for men. Don't you think women would orgasm/come far more consistently through penetrative sex? Now, if a woman is able to come regularly through normal penetrative sex, and there's a minority that can, that's great for them, and I feel happy for these women. However, I honestly believe it is not men's responsibility to correct or figure out a woman's biological disadvantage in the same way that it's not women's responsibility to fix or even care about any of man's biological disadvantages. It's not women's responsibility to cure or fix that. For example, it's not a woman's responsibility to cover up her body during summertime just because a man has testosterone flowing through his veins and on the verge of getting a boner. That's his problem. I mean, that part.
Okay, I mean, I agree with that part.
That part I agree with. Just to clarify, I'm not saying because of this, men should not peruse giving their women orgasms. However, what I am saying, it's not men's responsibility, nor should men care about it because it's not men's problems.
It's going to be your problem when you don't fuck because you clearly do not. Oh my God. It's actually insane of him to be like, yeah, women can't orgasm through.
You couldn't.
Through regular sex. Yeah, they can, dude. You're just doing it wrong. So yeah, I don't know. And to his full point of men shouldn't care. That's absolutely not true. Like, you should care about your partner's satisfaction and not wanting to leave your fucking ass. So yeah, as Jordan just said, tell me you're bad at sex without telling me you're bad at sex.
Yep,
100%.
the Pied Piper ain't piping for you, buddy.
And he's not piping at all.
Absolutely not.
Holy fuck. Yeah, that guy doesn't fuck at all. All right. Well,
you're up, buddy.
Let's move into my last story of the day. John, I think, has two more, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's do it.
So this one is originally posted, I believe, on r/relationship advice, potentially.
Ooh.
The original OP is 10 PT font. And the title is
Please 14 because I can't see.
I'm a big 12 user.
Yeah.
12 or 11. I dabble. My 28 female boyfriend, 30 male, erased the whiteboard I had my novel timeline on for 3 years.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, and sorry, before we get into it, I do want to address this directly. Taylor sent $2 and said, is the YouTube member discount still active? It's if you're asking for like to the store, it is. If you go to the YouTube membership post, there should be a discount for the store. So go ham with that. And then, oh no, Sean's got me messed up. Is it? It's Denise. Sends $2 and said, "Yikes! It's not Dennis."
D nice.
D nice. Okay, so I broke off there. My my boyfriend erased the whiteboard I had my novel timeline on for 3 years. And it goes like this. I've been working on a novel for about a year. Oh, wait, sorry. I think the 3 years was how long ago it was, maybe. Potentially. Anyway, I've been working on a novel for about a year. I write every day, even just a sentence. 6 months ago, my college switched to smartboards and put all their whiteboards in the garbage. I grabbed 2 because I have a huge wall space on my living room. Most of my writing is done on Google Drive, but I have done things like character personalities, names, places, a general timeline, etc. on the whiteboard. You know, stuff I want to remember. I used to take photos of it so I had my ideas with me. I used to write on my lunch break. I stopped doing that because I burned myself out and writing quality takes a huge dive. Plus, my boyfriend helps me write and it helps us connect in such a deep way. So I haven't taken a photo in about 3 months. The whiteboards are nice because I can read my notes across the room while I'm sitting in my favorite chair. I got home last night and all my stuff was erased. It was all train of thought. Like I'd come home, jot something down. Handwriting is way more cathartic for me. I had sketches of things in my novel. I'd basically have to go through and remember every single thing on it. I have a lot of it stored in my head or on Google Drive, but there are some things I'll never get back. But it's the fact that he erased it. We don't live together. He told me I've been focusing too much on it and have no time for him.
Boom! Boom! Boom!
We hang out at my house 5 to 6 nights a week. I write while he's playing video games. It's a good dynamic, and I thought we enjoyed it. We are always laughing, and he helps me with my wording, and I Google stuff to help him in his game. This is the first time he's mentioned it bothering him. If he had brought it up, we could have talked about it, but he went nuclear, and I have no idea why. I don't know what to do. I'm so frustrated. We had one serious argument over his driving, which he's gotten better. That's wild that's a call out. Anyway, my family took him on vacation a few weeks ago. We watch his nephews all the time. His family paid for my entire spring semester. We are so much a part of each other's lives, and I feel so hurt and heartbroken. He's my muse, and just the other day when we went to the jewelry store to look at rings, my feelings rotate between rage, sadness, confusion, sorrow, anger, everything. How do I even approach this? Last night I was so upset I just asked him to leave. He hasn't texted, he hasn't called, he hasn't stopped by. I keep typing in questions to ask, but I keep erasing them. Like, why did you do it? Are you unhappy with our relationship? What did I do? I'm even more heartbroken due to the fact that he hasn't called or texted all day. I'm afraid to call him. I don't want to hear him say he thinks we should break up or he doesn't want to be with me when I'm writing, or just ignore my call. So that's the original post. I guess, what is your recommendation?
Why is he the one being a little bitch about it?
Truly, it sounded like you had a good dynamic.
I mean,
with you writing.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of the Wikimaniacs already said what I want to say. Erase this man from your life, and
yes, that's a good one.
I agree with a lot of Wikimaniacs too. Please go on his PS5, Xbox One, PC, whatever.
Yes.
Delete every single file in that bitch. See how he feels.
Delete his profile.
Yes.
I imagine you probably know his password. Hop on
Please.
And completely erase his PSN account.
Please.
Because deleting games won't do anything, but if you erase his entire account, that will delete everything. So yeah, fuck him. That's insane to do to your partner. Something that they are very passionate about, care deeply about, that you've worked on with them, never brought up that it bothered you, and just erased it without having a conversation about it. Like, fuck that. Get them out of your life. You don't deserve that. You need someone who fosters creativity and supports you in your dream. So I don't know. Terrible piece of shit. There is an update.
Please tell me they broke up.
3 months later. So it's been about 3 months since I made my post. This somehow seems like it got really long. The night I made my post, I went to my friend's house and she ordered pizza. We got ice cream and a bottle of wine. She's a straight shooter, takes a neutral approach, and usually gives solid relationship advice, so I felt comfortable talking to her about everything. She couldn't figure out why he'd done it. We went over how he and I hung out, how much he seemed to care about me, how we used to look into each other's eyes, but it also revealed a lot of hesitation on my part. I'm a positive person and tend to forgive faults or overlook them. I suspect it's some sort of coping mechanism from my childhood. We had some unresolved issues. I think he was holding in, but when I'd bring them up, he'd just get kind of salty and go, "It's fine. I don't care anymore." But he'd bring them up in arguments later, and I didn't realize how toxic it was getting. That same night, I told him I was coming over the next day to talk things over. I told him I'd be coming over around 11, and the only thing he texted me was okay, which I didn't respond to. I went over to his house at 11, and he was still asleep. He got upset when I woke him up. Come on, dude, set a fucking alarm.
Come on, man.
It took the wind out of my sails. On a good day, I cry if something upsets me, but I was so angry and heartbroken I couldn't even think. I left without saying a word to him. He didn't follow me, and on the way out, I went to the kitchen and took my house keys from his key ring. I drove home in a daze, collected all his things and put them in a box on my porch, and texted him to come get them. He said, "What the hell? That's fine, I'll come by later and pick them up." I went out with a few girlfriends, we got day drunk, and had some amazing food. It made me feel better, but when I got home and his things were gone, I was heartbroken. I never texted him, and he never texted me. I got absolutely no closure, and even though people say closure is bullshit, I've had the hardest time moving on. It's been 3 months and I still cry in the shower sometimes. Even though I broke up with him, I still feel so confused and heartbroken. I never figured out why he did what he did, and I likely never will. And I miss his help and companionship. I'd love to come here and say I finished my book, but I haven't written much since. I can't get into my characters' heads anymore. There's a feeling of loneliness and grief that sort of helped me create a better outline, but I can't write about my characters. The other day I went to the bookstore to study. I ended up looking at books related to time travel and found one that has 1,000 positive reviews. My novel is science fiction, and I've been trying to think of how to incorporate time travel, so it kind of lined up perfectly. It turns out a lot of my ideas mirror theoretical physics. It's kind of eerie. I've never taken physics or read about it. Suddenly, string theory makes sense. Cosmology makes sense, and I'm blown away. It's made me feel so weird that so much of my plot has been studied so in depth. That's kind of funny that you just wrote about that. The book has lit a fire under me. Reading more about everything makes me suddenly excited, and it's helped me really flesh out my plot. I can't put it down, and I've read 20 or so pages a night. I haven't actually made time to sit and read a book for years. I always have my notebook with me so I can jot down my ideas. I haven't written about my characters yet, but my passion is back. My plot is starting to make more sense. Now I don't care about how we broke up. I'm not confused. I sometimes get sad at night or during the day, or if I go out and make prolonged eye contact with a guy. I haven't thought about dating, and I'm still too hurt to pursue it, but every day I move a little bit more and more. I want to thank everyone who gave me advice. I'd forgotten about my post until now, and when I went back through to read it, it made me realize how seriously messed up it was, and it gave me closure. So thank you. So, I mean, it sucks that she never got the closure she deserved from this piece of shit. But I'm glad her spark has come back. And
It's back, yeah.
Yeah.
Plot twist, she wrote Interstellar. That'd be crazy.
This was written in 2017, so
damn, movie's been out since.
She's probably finished her book by now.
Maybe.
I'd be very curious.
The guy is a piece of shit first and foremost. Like I feel like he's a coward. Can't even face, can't even be a bigger person enough to even have that conversation. Say like, hey, if he was feeling some type of way about her spending a lot of time like writing, he could have said like he could have sat her down like a mature person and said, hey, I feel like I'm being neglected a little bit, and I want to be more paid attention to. Is there a way you can, cut down on the writing a little bit? Maybe he'll have like a better, she'll come to a bit better realization. Like, okay, maybe I need to find a balance between, spending time with you and spending time on my passion. But no, he wasn't even mature to do that. He didn't even have the balls to fucking have that conversation with her. Yeah. Instead, he did some childish and deleted, was it 3 years or whatever, how much years of work that she's been doing?
Yeah, I'm still confused about the 3 year
Yeah.
why that was in the title.
And it was, and to me, I find him like very controlling in that way, because it's like, okay, well, I want you to like not have anything unless like I'm kind of there type of situation. And everything else too, like he seems like he's very short fused person. Apparently he sounds like he's an aggressive driver. He has a lot of stuff to work on himself, and preferably
Yeah.
by himself. And I hope OP gets a chance to like take this. I know she said she didn't really get much closure, but I feel like you also dodged a bullet, because this person could have done something more heinous, or could have affected you more in the long run had you guys been together. I know you said you're more positive in the way like you behave because of your upbringing, but sometimes people are not worth that energy because they don't give it the same. They don't give it back to you. So I'm very glad you got your passion back. Hopefully, New York bestseller in the next few in the future. If
Hopefully
this
already.
ever, hopefully already, if it does come to fruition. And hopefully you get some time to like decompress and realize that this is just a chapter of your life that is done, and it's done. And this person and the other person that you were dealing with, hopefully he's not happy, but also at the same time, hopefully he's not affecting someone else as well.
Yes, I do hope that as well. Uh, and I will say, like, even if you like don't end up becoming New York Times bestseller, it's still like
An
something for
accomplishment.
yourself. It's something for
Yes.
yourself, right? Like there's
Yeah.
projects and hobbies you can do that just end up being for yourself or people that you love. And so yeah, I mean no pressure to make it a bestseller, but
But
I'd be
I'm
interest-
manifesting it for you, buddy. You
So am
got
I.
this.
So am I. All right,
Awesome.
John. Close
All
it
right,
out with
I got-
your last two stories here.
All right. Story number whatever for us. This one is posted by Moonlover10792. And this is from r/malicious compliance.
Good one.
You know,
like
I like
this.
me some petty. I need a burp again.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, I had a big meal before this because I knew I was going to be cranky by the time it's 12 o'clock.
Yeah,
so,
I'm starving.
All right. You want a man to help you? No problem. One will clock in soon.
I don't love that.
All right. Story goes as this. Oh, shit. When I was about 20 years old, I was a department manager in a big box hardware store. People said I acted 25, but I didn't even look 18. As a young female, I saw my fair amount of sexual discrimination, but the worst always come from women. This is a story of one such woman. I managed the paint department. I had 3 associates who worked for me. They loved me as a boss because I bought them department radio, took the shifts they didn't want. And they put in parentheses, I worked on a Friday, work Friday, close, and Saturday mid, so my 2 younger guys could have time to have fun on Friday nights, and the older gentlemen took early Saturday morning so they could sleep off their fun. In trade, I gave the older gentleman his ideal schedule. So this seems like a great manager to be working with.
Yeah, for sure.
And they put, my team was awesome. One day, I was in the department alone, and a lady came up and asked me where she could find the 5-gallon oil-based primer. I let her know that my location didn't carry the 5-gallon size of that primer. She told me that we did and said that it was shelved right there, while suggesting I was too stupid to remember. And then they put on parentheses as well, her husband gave me an apologetic look. I let her know that another location had what she was looking for and that it was in fact in that exact location in that store. She let me know how stupid she thought I was for thinking she could mix up stores.
Love when the customers try to prove you wrong.
Yeah, customers always think they're right. Sometimes customers also deserve this left. All right.
Yes.
Then she began yelling and loudly insisting that I get a man out there to help her because she wanted someone competent and not a stupid little girl.
Oh.
Her husband actually tried to step in at that point, but I just smiled and let her know that a male paint associate would be clocking in any minute and that I would be happy to direct him to her as soon as he is on the clock. And this is a plot twist because one of our characters in the very first story, his name was Joe, and he was a piece of shit, but Joe is the hero in this story, guys.
Okay.
I smiled and waited for Joe to clock in. Joe was great, and I knew he could handle this, or I wouldn't have put him in this situation. But Joe was also new. He was learning things super quick, but still relied on the rest of us for help. When I saw Joe walking up, I quickly said that there was a customer who needed help. I let him know that she was upset and asked him to do his best to answer her questions. Joe walked up to the lady. She said, "Finally, a man." She asked her question, explained where the product should be, and waited. Joe calmly let her know that he had never seen us carry 5-gallon size of oil-based primer, but he said he could check with the paint department manager. And she was happy and loudly said she was happy to be getting some real help.
God, like the misogyny is crazy.
I'm just going to finish this. There's one more sentence.
Yeah.
Joe walked up to me and started to ask me about 5-gallon oil-based primers. The lady quickly walked up and asked him what he was doing. He turned and said, "This is my manager. She runs this department." The husband laughed out loud. The woman stormed off, and I bought Joe lunch.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Joe. I kind of feel bad for him being put in that situation, but
he was just stuck in the middle.
I love how he still had no idea what was going on. He was just like, yeah, I'm just going to go talk to my manager. Man, someone said it in chat. The internalized misogyny is fucking crazy in this story.
I like the husband laughing at the wife.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't get why people treat customer like people who work in customer service like this. Just like, do you think that's gonna make them want to help you more if you treat them like shit? No. Treat them nicely. It's so fucking easy to treat people nicely. But so many people do not, and it makes me so sad.
Oh man, every time like I would go to like, a restaurant or like a store, I tend to like always smile at the people helping me out. And then if they have a name tag, I always say, "Oh, thank you, your name." And like there's like, "Oh, that's nice that you like address me that way." And then a lot of times I get discounts in so much places. Just being a fucking person and actually acknowledging that, hey, yes, they are working there, but they don't work for you. They help to assist you get
Correct.
what you want.
Yes.
They don't, just because you purchase a product don't mean that they owe you fucking like their time and shit. Like they'll help you and that may be their job to assist you, but that doesn't give you the right to treat them like shit.
Yeah. And also I want to say like 99% of cases, like whatever they are doing is within their company rules. Or manager rules, you know what I mean? Like none of the decisions they are making are their fault, or like, so like say they don't carry this primer. That's not her fault for not carrying the primer. That's their store is only allocated to sell that whatever primer it happens to be or whatever size. And so that's not on her for that. Yeah, just crazy to me.
All right, last story. Shall we end it on a juicy note?
Sure.
Let's end it on a juicy note. All right. Last story of the day. This one is posted by throw RA_CW997. And this one is from r/relationship advice. The title is "My 25 female ex-boyfriend, 27 male, left me for my best friend, 25 female, and now they want me to be part of their wedding party.
You've got me fucked up."
Advice.
Say no. Unless this was a super mutual breakup and you were cool with it. But I cannot imagine, as Bidsor said earlier, this is Reddit. So fuck that.
And we're going to go with this story because I like the person who is going to be one of the villains here.
Oh.
3 years ago, Josh.
I fucking knew it.
My boyfriend of about 1.5 years broke up with me because he had feelings for Anna, my best friend.
Okay, yeah. I stand by what I said. Fuck these two.
Fuck you, Josh. In the story, not you. I love you, brother.
What the fuck?
I love you. We hung out a lot, and they said that they eventually developed feelings for one another. They admitted that Josh had been cheating on me, and they
What a
made a
piece
fool
of
out of
shit.
me. Fucking Josh, how dare you?
God damn it.
They made me think that everything was okay when it was really not. If they admitted it at the time, I would have tried to be understanding and tried to support them, but they chose to lie. You're a better person. I would have cut them literally and figuratively. So I cut them both off. So
Okay,
I
good.
guess,
They did half of what you wanted.
yeah. I focused on school and found a job with a good income. And Josh and Anna tried to reach out to me at first, telling me that they still wanted to be friends, but I blocked them, as you should
Good.
have.
Yeah.
Now I am living in the town next to our hometown. I got a wonderful job opportunity, so I moved. But I liked that it was still close enough to visit my parents and other relatives. About a month ago, I heard about their wedding from a common friend. Didn't really bother me anymore, so I just went on with my life. A week ago, I received a message from Anna telling me that she and Josh were getting married and that they would like me to be a part of the wedding party. Wild. I
That's
replied,
the audacity to fucking ask her that.
seriously. Oh my God. I replied, congratulations. No, thank you. I had no feelings for Josh anymore, and I'm even seeing someone else. But I don't want to celebrate the wedding of two people who betrayed me. They were insistent. Josh also messaged me via a different number, and some of my friends also tried to convince me to come to the wedding. And I firmly said no. I don't know why the fuck your friends are urging you to do that shit.
Yeah,
They're not your real friends.
well, I mean, I could tell you that from when she started dating your ex.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even my mom called me asking if I was going, and when I said no, she sounded disappointed, but she didn't push it.
Bro,
Okay, mom.
do people have no moral compass anymore? Like, this is fucking crazy.
This is all just quite weird to me. Why would you want your ex-girlfriend slash ex-best friend, the girl you cheated on, to be part of your wedding party? So the day before yesterday, Anna's parents called me, telling me that they missed me and really hope I could go to the wedding. I firmly said that I would not be going, and her mom berated me, saying that I should let bygones be bygones. And then I
Sleep with
need to
her
burp
dad.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I'm going to burp again.
My advice, sleep with Anna's dad.
You should be your username should be fatherfucker girlfriend. I asked her if I cheated with Anna's boyfriend and then invited her to the wedding. Would she convince Anna to go? She had no answer to this, and I hung up. This is quite getting out of hand because I'm receiving more than 20 to 30 calls and texts a day from their friends and family about this wedding. Any advice on how to handle this? Also, any insights on why they want me to go to their wedding? I don't think it's normal that they are very insistent. By the way, there's an edit and an update, but I'll let you go off on your thoughts first, Josh.
Okay, yeah. I mean, literally everyone who's been telling you to go to the wedding, you're now on my no contact list forever. I am I'm starting a new life without all of you fuckers. Because
Yeah.
how can you how could you demand her go to your wedding after he left you for her? Like, I assume everyone knows the situation, so why are they so pressed? Why do they need you to be there? You've made your decisions. You are clearly happy enough with those decisions to get married. Why do you need my blessing? It sounds like a very selfish reason from them to have you there, and I think immediately cut them off. Change your number if you can, and then create whole new social media accounts where you only let people who understand, the situation and are not pressing you to go. Mitskor said, "Wear a red wedding dress." Wear a white wedding dress to the
Red dress. I like Tabby Woodmitten's comment. They put, I'm guessing they want her there because they feel guilty still to this day. If she shows up, then they can feel less guilty, which I actually was thinking that as well.
Yeah.
All right. So there are an edit and like a slightly short update here too. So edit. Hi, thank you for all the advice. I didn't think this would get so much attention. Oh, I wanted to say a joke beforehand, but I forgot. But yeah, I was gonna say everyone here is RSV pissing me off. But anyways, I totally butchered that. Anyways, edit.
Oh,
Hi, thank
man.
you so much for all the advice. I wanted to say it before, but I lost track. All right, I was looking at comments. I'm like, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. But anyways, hi, thank you so much for all the advice. I didn't think this would get so much attention. I just want to clarify a few things that I read about in the comments, though I'm very sorry that I have not yet read all of them. First of all, my mom is not going to the wedding, but I think she wants to go, and that's why she was asking me if I was going. I'm going to talk to her after work. So then Anna messaged me with a different number. I don't know how she got my number. And also, my hometown is a small town, and most of our friends did know that I was cheated on. That's why this seems so weird to me. I did block the people who were very insistent, and they put including the new numbers of Anna, Josh, and Anna's mom. Also, I keep blocking the people that text me about the wedding, but new numbers just keep popping up, which makes it more weird. That people are actually making an effort to get new numbers just so I would attend an ex's wedding. I'm gonna talk to a close friend who still lives in my hometown. She hates Anna for what she did to me, and she may know what's going on. That's all for now. Thank you so much for all the advice in the comments and messages.
Okay, I'm very interested to see what that friend says. But also, why are other friends so pressed that you're not going to the wedding? Like, I get
Seriously.
them being like, "Oh, we feel guilty, so we want you to be there so that we feel better about ourselves for doing what we did." But why is literally everyone else so pressed that you're not going? I don't understand that fucking like. Why care so fucking much about someone else's wedding guest list? It's crazy to me.
Yep. I was trying to see if they did update that. I looked in their profile. They haven't made any comments in the story. I
Damn
haven't
it.
seen any posts. Wikimaniacs, if you find it, let us know. But there are some top comments on this. Chris V6296 commented, tell everyone involved to get fucked.
I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, yeah, that's exactly what I've been saying.
Yep. And then Miyu May commented, OP should post on social media publicly something along the lines of, quote, I will not be attending ex BFF and ex boyfriend's wedding. The reason for this is ex boyfriend was actively cheating on me with ex best friend while we were dating. That is how their loving relationship started. I wish the happy couple all the best, but do not wish to be part of this as I have moved on happily with my life and see no good reason for me to be there as I no longer have any relationship with either of them. I hope one day they can move on with their lives and stop harassing me too and let people have fun with that. Go full petty, which I like it. I
Yeah.
like it.
I mean, I don't get any of this. It's crazy to me that they are so pressed to get you to go. I truly don't understand. But I don't know. I hope you can manage to cut them all off because these people fucking suck.
I agree. But that's it for my stories. Josh, you want to close it off?
Sure.
Or any questions, comments? I think Kevin's awake, so I might give you all a peek.
We're getting a Kevin peek.
Maybe.
Right. I'll make John bigger here.
You want to say hi? I know, big boy. I know. Oh, yes, you're a big boy.
I think next week we are live. Oh, there we go.
He's still sleepy.
Aw, big boy.
Say hi. He's a big boy now. Remember when you were tiny? Hmm?
I
You still
do
want to take a
remember.
nap? You still want to take a nap? Okay, you can take a nap still.
I believe next week we are doing our Patreon live show, so we won't be live for everyone, but everyone that got YouTube memberships this week will be able to watch it. And for patrons in chat, we finally have access to live video on Patreon directly, so keep an eye out for that. We're gonna try that out for the first time. I guess I should go back to being normal.
Yes.
So I'm super excited for that, to try that out. But yeah, I think we'll probably do this again a couple times in December before the new year. Yeah, anything else you want to say, John?
I mean, we got like 10 minutes, right? To close it for a full 2 hours. Do you guys have any questions that you guys want to talk about, or just topics that you want to talk about with your boys? This opportunity to engage with Wikimaniacs.
Oh yeah, we could talk any topic. Is there anything anything going on in the world?
Yeah.
doesn't get too dark or crazy, we can talk
Yeah,
about.
well, we got like 10 minutes to talk about it.
That's true. And then I got to finish editing Friday's episode. So
Yes.
so that John can create all the stuff for it.
All right, Tabby with Mittens asked, favorite season? I love spring and fall. My favorite.
Yeah, those are probably my top two as well. It's not too cold, not too hot. It's like the perfect temperature in my eyes anyway. Keep picking. I'm just sorry. I'm just doing something behind the scenes here.
Let's see. You're asking the wrong person. You know me. I can't pay attention to fucking anything.
Try your best.
I can't. Paying attention is hard. All right. Stevie asked, plans for Christmas.
For myself, we're going to see my parents the weekend before, and then we're at Sienna's parents pretty much all week until Boxing Day, I believe. Yeah. You guys don't have Boxing Day, do you?
Is that the day after Christmas?
Day after, yeah.
I think that's like our version of Black Friday, right? If I'm not mistaken. Or do you guys have Black Friday too?
Well, Black Friday is Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Boxing Day is like when you guys have like sales, right?
But we do both now. But yeah. Boxing Day sales are a big thing here for sure. Tell Sean we donated 5,000.
Don't tell me what a good time.
He might actually lose his mind.
He probably will. Amberly Baker asked, Christmas tree preference, multicolor or white lights?
I am a big multicolor lights kind of guy. I like the nostalgia of my childhood.
I like colors. Why did I say that like a dumbass? I like colors.
I mean, it was an answer.
That's true. That's true.
That's funny.
Who else?
Ooh, sorry, Savantology just sent $5. Said I'm about to have my first therapy appointment in 5 years. Do y'all have any advice? Also, wish me luck. Good luck. Advice. I would say don't be afraid. I think we talked about this on an episode. If you're not vibing with the therapist, don't be afraid to ask for a different one. That's the biggest thing when I like going into therapy for the first time, is trying to find someone that you vibe with, who you think will gets is on your level, like someone who understands you. And so I think my biggest thing is just don't be afraid to ask for someone else. That's my biggest advice.
No, that was actually going to be my advice as well. And I always like going to therapy, like knowing that the environment is like a safe one. Hold on. Do you want to go out, baby? Go ahead. Go, Bart. Do what you need to do, baby boy. Yeah, just go in there with like an open mind, and just be like, if there's anything that you want to vent out, this is a safe place to do it. And like what Josh said, if you're not feeling it, then please go look for another one. It's not going to be a big deal for them.
Kevin's mad he's not on camera anymore.
He's a
diva.
delivering a package right now, and he hates like people like fucking delivering shit. Oh, Kevin gets a lot of treats. He gets a lot of treats.
Was any other comments? Oh, I think I saw Midscore ask what our favorite Thanksgiving dish is.
Chinese food. Like all of it.
Okay, well, okay. I was gonna say, what's your specific favorite?
Nah, I gotta get me some some lo mein, some shrimp and beef fried rice, honey walnut shrimp. If you're gonna get me some, I think call it dragon eggplant over here. That's really good. Some sweet and sour fish, and some pie.
Nice. Oh man, my favorite. I am a sucker for stuffing. If a good stuffing really makes the meal come together, and it's kind of the only time you like. I mean, I have it sometimes at Christmas, but Thanksgiving is really the only time you really have it. But our Thanksgiving was a month ago, so it's already done. Which I will say, I enjoy our Thanksgiving being in October, because it gives you that month break before you do like Christmas dinner. You know what I mean? Gives you enough of a like a barrier between family events.
Yeah, let it be known here that Josh Shell loves a good stuffing.
Jesus.
Who? Hold on. Someone asked a question. Favorite dessert? Who said that? Give me 1 second. I did see it.
Yes.
Oh God, so much things moving at once. I'm also like doing this blind, people. Like I can't really see that well. You should see like the screen that I use to like read my text. It's like huge fonts, just that way I can see.
Oh hell yeah.
Anyways, favorite dessert. If that was you, thank you.
Zandra asked, "How do we get access to the Road Discord server?"
Wait, answer the damn dessert question, Josh.
Oh,
favorite dessert.
I'm also running on no food. Favorite dessert, like Thanksgiving dessert, or just in general?
Just in general. Just in general.
Oh fuck, that's hard. Man, the cookies Sienna makes are really good.
Sienna's mom's cookies.
Jesus.
I had to do it for my boy.
I know you did. It would either be that. I'm also a huge ice cream guy. I like ice cream.
What kind of ice cream? What's the flavor?
Moose Tracks is my go-to.
Okay.
I think we've talked about this on the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, during the summer, we always go to get ice cream. Like that's our go-to like date. Just go get ice cream.
I have too much desserts that I enjoy, but if I could have one right now, and this could change the next time y'all ask me this question, I want creme brulee. Oh, actually, I want a matcha creme brulee.
Ooh, fancy.
That sounds so good right now.
That does sound
with
good.
Tahitian vanilla on the side.
Oh, I have no idea what that is. So
I'm a douchebag, people. So I think you all know that by now.
you're just a foodie.
My belly says it too.
Yeah. All right. I think we'll close it out there, John, if you're cool with that.
I'm cool with it, brother.
If you want more content, many of you just got access to YouTube memberships. So go check out our back catalog.
Welcome to the rich life, people.
Welcome to the rich life. If you want, you could sign up either for our YouTube membership just by hitting join below this video, or you can go to our Patreon at patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network. Get bonus content. You'll get Friday's episode tomorrow afternoon. So that's always fun.
Hurry up, Josh. I got shit to do today.
I know. I'm so sorry. We recorded yesterday during the day, and it's pushed me so far behind on editing.
I'm kidding, my guy. Take your time.
But yeah, so that is it for this live show. We hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, next week will be for Patreon and YouTube members only. And then we will probably do it again in December sometime. So keep an eye out for our live stream notifications. But yeah. If that's everything, we'll see you on Friday. Bye.
Bye.
If I can say bye. Bye.